So now that we've built our basic frame in Cinema 4D, it's now time to export that out and to give some detailing and texture in Zbrush. So we want to just start fleshing out some anatomy detail here. Look up pictures of skeletons and emaciated. We're trying to go for an emaciated look here. Look up the actual Dementors from Harry Potter. Just kind of try and figure out their anatomy. And then it's all about just adding more detail. The more detail you have, the more realistic your creature looks. Make sure that the anatomy is sound, like the arms aren't too long. Everything would actually move like a humanoid would. It's a lot of adding a little brush strokes. This recording is sped up, so don't feel bad if your sculpture takes a long time, because it does take a long time to just kind of go in and add so much detail. And here we're adding ribs. It's really important that you follow how a basic anatomy would look. This was kind of rushed because we needed to complete this project very quickly, and it involves a lot of CG, so it's all about getting the CG done on time and doing it as best you can, because you can always keep going in and adding more detail. So here we're kind of creating the ghostly mouth that gives the Dementor's kiss here, kind of making it very dry looking. And don't feel bad if you add your own spin to it. It's not, you don't have to completely replicate the original look. You just need to pull off something and have it still creatively add your own creative input to it. And some of these details are going to be lost when we come into normal mapping and displacement maps, which is what we will map back onto our creature once we add the UV maps to it. So just make sure you give the basic frame, make sure you outline stuff, and especially when you're painting it, it's really critical that you kind of outline the details that you've already sculpted, so that it kind of accentuates those instead of just masking them with one big color, or you'll lose all your detail. There's no real way, no real single approach to building your base model. You can just build it in Zbrush, or you can build it in Cinema 4D. I just kind of like to have something that is easier to add my bones to, so that it bends at the right places instead of having to go and re-topologize everything. Again, here with the bony fingers, you'll notice that I've made this arm too long, and that's really not a problem. Once you have it built, you can change that. You can fix all that. So it's basically just banging out these details so that you have something to work with. Just like working with clay, it's never a finished sculpt. You just keep working on it, and there's so much you can do with it. The nice thing about ZBrush is you can undo things that you've done, and you can get your sculpt back. It's also very important to keep saving all the time. Make sure you have multiple saves, because ZBrush isn't the most reliable program. Well, no program really is. You should save with any program. You see here I'm messing with the arm, but you can pull out these details and fix them. It's all about finding your own style of working in ZBrush. Also, think about the shot. It's really good to plan your shots before you start modeling anything, so you know exactly what needs to be um, prioritized in modeling these, so you know what angles it's going to be viewed at, what needs to be most detailed. Like if it's going to be seen in the hands a lot, then you'll want to add more detail to the hands. And okay, here now I've created a mask. You can create a mask based on the depth of your sculpt, and then this really helps to add definition of color into to the deeper sections. Here I'm just kind of creating a moldy, rotten kind of look around, just spraying on colors and scratches and those kinds of things. If you want, you can spend more time doing this. This is kind of a speed sculpt and paint, and you can go on with more detail and that kind of thing. As in the nails, you see there's not that much detail there. The sad thing is that most of this creature is covered in cloth, and we won't be able to see these details. I was just hoping that we'd see them just in case the cloth slips or is showing in some places. Alright, thanks for watching this tutorial. Bye-bye.